All right, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sweat. Today, we're gonna do a simulation game. We're gonna do AKRON versus Nebraska at Memorial Stadium. Uh, Definitely, we're just about like next Thursday, basically, for Nebraska to do their opening against Cincinnati, which that will be fucking bad. I bet we're gonna be winning on that game and all that. Looks like I'm gonna be doing week two today. I'm just gonna let them fucking play it. Everything looks okay. So with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. Make sure you guys are leaving a comment below in my videos in YouTube. That way, I know that I can do more simulations for you guys. And with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please leave a like and a subscribe if you guys can. And with that, guys, let me get this kicked on.
Welcome to Lincoln, Nebraska, home of the Cornhuskers and home to some of the most loyal fans in the sport, where once again, Memorial Stadium will be sold out. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the MAC, the AKRON Zips, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Cornhuskers will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Zips offense will have first crack at this one. If you look at this game on paper, it really shouldn't be much of a matchup. You have a high-powered offense against candidly an overmatched opponent, but hey, you never know. You got to line up and play the game.
On paper, this is a horrible matchup. But this game's not played on paper, right? Like, this defense, they're going to have to play their best game. They're going to have to play more consistent than they have. They haven't tackled well this season. They're going to have to play their best game against a great opponent. But we've seen upsets happen. They got to get some adrenaline, some emotion, something good to happen early.
I think it has to happen early, David, and then the question is, can they maintain that over the course of the entire game? Listen, it's college football. 18 to 22-year-olds, and maybe this offense just thinks they can come out here and roll their helmet out on the field, and that's going to get it done. We've seen crazy stuff happen, but no doubt, this defense has to play out of their minds to have any shot.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Back to pass, it's Finley. Hit as he throws. And the misconnection on 3rd down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
The Zips will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense will go to work for the first time. And David, we've got a quarterback today who's been known for making enough plays when his team needs them.
Yeah, and listen, he's a guy that this offense is built around him. But, Jesse, he's not the guy that's going to take over. He needs the running game to get going. He needs the passing game. He needs a little bit of balance. Really good football player, but he needs the help of the quality teammates around him.
Yeah, you're right. I think the one thing we've seen with this guy is he's got to get into a rhythm in games early, right? So whether it's running the football or getting a few completions early to get his confidence going, because once that happens, he's very, very good.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. Good, solid pick up there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented, but you saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X-factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step and trying to be better.
That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the
Play fake. Rushes on him. That's reeled in. It's Adams. Makes the grab and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Leaves it with the back. There he goes. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. They're going to ride this running back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Got it in the middle. It's Polk. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll go back to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Zips.
And a really nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tight end now in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, reacting to what they see. They see the quarterback flip it forward on the touch pass. Now got to go get it, right? Corral that football. He picked up some yards, yeah, but you didn't give up that big explosive play, and now you have to make him earn it now on the next down.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
The jet sweep pass. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Right down the middle. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
On third down, he drops to throw. He's got the tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw again. They've got the screen set up. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Hey, third and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
The Huskers will line up to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Running to Green. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
And the Zips can really attack on this second and short. Back to throw, it's Finley. Pocket breaking down. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
That's going to drive the defensive coordinator crazy because these guys take pride on their sub-defense packages. When you get into third and long situations, that's when D coordinators love to get creative and throw all these exotic blitzes and pressure the quarterback. Nobody got even close to him that time. Way too much time to survey the field. And that was just way too easy for the offense to pick up that first.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on second down. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Adams. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hatch. It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
The Zips will boot away to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Breaks into the open. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
And the Huskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Raiola. Got his man in the middle. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
The Cornhuskers will snap it on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Pulls it in, it's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Got a man. It's Johnson. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
To throw, it's Raiola. This time he's got it. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Going to the run, it's Johnson. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Barney. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Chucked it away just as he was hit.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And the 3-ball gives us a tie.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. To the air. It's Finley. Plucks it out of the air. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Pickup of 10. First down for the offense.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Adams. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. Can't wait to see how this 4th quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
The kick is on its way. And the ball comes to rest right there. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2.
Well, that's going to be a tough one right there.
Running to the left. Didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7.
He needs to throw on this one.
To the air. It's Rayola. He's got his man. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. He'll go to the sneak. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Zips take over and AKRON ready to get that offense to work. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Red pass, it's complete. Oh my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Tell that to this defense, though. They played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Throwing the comeback looks like such a simple throw, but the timing is so important.
And as a quarterback, man, this is all about trusting your guy. You know exactly where he's going to sit it down. You anticipate it. You throw it. You know he's going to come back and make that play for you.
Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Back to pass. They go to the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, AKRON! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And they're able to score on a drive where they had to have
I think
this
Nebraska
late in
is
the
doing
game, and
this
they
one.
look to their playmaker on the outside.
I'm sure
to win that
the
one-on-one matchup.
real
Big
game
time moments. Who do you trust as a quarterback? You could tell
is going to be
this was
much
a big moment.
excited
He threw
in
it to
this
his
one,
big
though.
play wide receiver.
Hell
He knew
excited.
he would come down to it, and now the big play in the 4th quarter for the touchdown.
Lining up to add another. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Makes the grab on the left. They'll mark it down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. first down. Quickly out to the tight end. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Cornhuskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. It's called downfield. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating an explosive play.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. Got it in the middle, it's Barney. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Wide out trying to get it in. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have 1st and goal.
Yeah, and who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision-making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Dropping back, it's Raiola. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
This late in the game, 4th quarter, go time. We got to make plays. We got to go to those things that really, really work well. We can't waste too many more downs. I know it's 3rd down coming up, but we got to put this thing in full throttle.
3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Into the end zone for a touchdown, and now just 1 point away from a tie.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Power football with the run. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams
Damn.
going back
Overtime,
and
my
forth. So,
bad.
of course, David, this thing needs to
Every
get
single
decided in
minute
OT.
matters.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably, maybe
think
one
they're gonna
possession each. Who's the better team?
Either
All
Nebraska
right,
wins
guys,
in
so
this
here
one,
we go in overtime, and just to
in
refresh
overtime,
everyone's memory,
or fucking
alternating
Akron just
possession starting on the
dominates
opponent's
the whole
25.
fucking thing.
And you want to play defense first because you
I
want to
feel
know
like we're
what
gonna
you
win on
need.
this one.
That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to go with the draw out of the shotgun, but just way too much penetration allowed up front. That defensive line just took that play over.
They get off the rock really fast, get in the backfield. The offensive linemen are supposed to push them upfield. Quarterback's got to sell it. Not anything really in that play in sync, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Raiola. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Splits the uprights, and now they have a 3-point lead here in OT.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
To the air on 2nd down. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. For a gap, it's Gant. He'll be stopped just a little short of that 15-yard line, and now they're looking at 4th and short.
At this point of the game, you just got to wonder if the defense is getting tired. Here in OT, they just don't seem to have the punch up front that like they had earlier in the game, and they're just playing on their heels.
Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here in the 2nd overtime, they'll snap it on 1st down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
1st and goal, they'll try to take the lead here in the 2nd overtime. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Using the quick game. Good throwing catch, takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the...
Touchdown, Zips! That score gives them the lead
physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal.
Damn.
I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
They got the touchdown. Now in the 2nd overtime, you have to go for 2. They'll go to the air. Can't do it better than that. The 2-point conversion is good, and the lead is 8. Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. It's key. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Husker! With that, now a 2-point conversion
God
away
damn,
from
they're not
Super
fucking
Bowl
done.
time.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They've got to get it in on the 2-point try to force a 3rd overtime. Was to pass. They got it. Ties the game and will play on in the 3rd overtime. And now
Holy
it's
shit,
all
that's really
2-point
fucking good.
conversion attempts from
Good
here
game
on
in this
out.
one.
The snap sets up the throw. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a 2-point conversion. Touch pass on the right. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the 2, and will play
Right now, the
another
first one that
overtime.
makes the touchdown, I think, wins.
Let's do it again, guys, shall we? And we'll see
Oh, no.
just how far down the play sheet they have to go for this 2-point try. Looking to throw.
Oh,
They
fuck.
got it done. A great play call to give them the lead by 2. Now they'll have to respond with a 2 of their own. Looking for a man. It's Raiola.
Oh
He
my
makes the
God.
grab for the 2 and ties the game.
And here we go again. Goodness gracious, another tie ball game, another overtime. These teams just going back and forth, answering the call over and over again.
David, I hope you don't have a flight you have to catch after this game because we are going to be here a while. This is back and forth in overtime. Everybody's converting 2-point plays. I don't even want this game to stop.
So now they'll need to answer to keep this game alive. The give. They are denied. The 2-point try is stopped. And a game-winning play by this defense in overtime.
Damn, that was a pretty good game, bro. God damn, fucking. I thought Nebraska was going to lose on this one, but I guess it didn't. Oh, truly. Reveal at the end. Good job, guys. Bye. All right, guys, so I'm just gonna leave it right there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Make sure if you guys want to follow me on Twitch, that way you guys can see me playing live games or doing simulations like this. But with that, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Okay, goodbye.